we have got to talk about Quirkyloverosee's latest live stream. She got some stuff in off of her Amazon wish list from her viewers, her followers, supporters, whatever you want to call them. But she starts out this live stream. Apparently, I am going to dig into this. You know I will, because this is juicy. She starts complaining right off the bat about people who take advantage of the FOIAs, FOIA, the Freedom of Information Act. She is going on and on about people who take advantage of that. Karma will come for them. Apparently, someone pulled a FOIA on Rosie, and they found something from 2023, and it was a call that Rosie's mom made, Mama Jean, made to the police, asking how she could get her daughter, Rosie, out of her home. Yes. So Rosie goes on to say, then she when she heard about this, she called her mother, and her mother's struggling to remember this. Of course, Mama Jean's going to struggle to remember. She doesn't want to hear Rosie's mouth about it, And then Rosie goes on to say that, this person who did this, they're hurting Mama Jean more than they're hurting Rosie, and it is ridiculous, and it is disgusting. And then Rosie goes on to say that she was, in May of 2023, is when she was in psychosis. Her always having to go to her psychosis. And then she had to go to a psychiatric unit, and she was diagnosed with major depressive disorder at that time, so she says. But she was in psychosis, so. And, her and her family have worked through this, so. This is just terrible that someone would take advantage of the FOIA system. So when I dig into that and find it all, believe it, I will have all the information to share about that. So, like I said, she's going to start unboxing her wish list. She starts out first by changing that ugly chain on her glasses. She puts one on that has beads, and she's liking that. But then she changed it to, of course, one that has the dangling things, and it's got the moons. And it's hideous. I think all of them chains on her glasses are hideous. I've said it before, those are for old ladies. But Rosie likes them. I guess that's why she's quirky. I guess. So here we go. We're going to start opening ourselves. Someone sends her a USB charging kit. It's got the USB chargers, and then on top of it, you can actually plug your charger in, and you plug this whole box thing into the wall. But she needed one of these. Rosie and her needs press-on nails, needs notebooks, needs ink pens. No, she wants these things. And then she goes on to talk about something else. I didn't catch what she said, but something else, and that's on her wish list, and she hasn't gotten that yet. She had to drop that for her viewers. This is what I need next off my wish list. So she's all tickled about this USB charging kit thing. And then something comes from some crystal place, and immediately she's got to start smelling the package. Rosie smells absolutely everything, and I don't understand why. It's weird. But she opens this little package, from some crystal place or something. Maybe it's like a small owned business by one of her viewers, and it has an incense cone in it. And then it has a little bracelet that she puts on, and there's this little squishy thing in there. It's probably the size of like a $50, 50-cent piece. And she is playing with this like she's a toddler. She's squishing it, she's putting it on her forehead. Oh, it fell off, hee, this is so fun. I'm serious, she was acting like a toddler with this squishy. It was ridiculous. A 30-something-year-old woman playing with this squishy. Oh, this is so fun. And that's what we heard through the unboxing of all of this stuff. This is so fun. I'm having so much fun. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. Well, I assume anybody would have fun when they're getting free gifts from people. Numerous gifts at that. Ooh, she's something else, y'all. She's something else. Then she opens this next package and she screams. And what do you think she pulls out of the package? A package of drink mixes. She screams in excitement about a pack of Dole drink mixes and press-on nails. They were like yellow and had like a bumblebee theme to them. And she's screaming over drink mixes and press-on nails. Bumblebee press-on nails. And then someone in the chat says that they heard Remy, her boyfriend, had been asking about her ring size. And Rosie says, yep, size 11. 11? 11? Even at my heaviest, my ring size was an 8, 8.5, and that's huge. An 11? When I was married years ago to my first husband, my rings were a size 7. And I was large at that time. Can you imagine a size 11 finger? That's a man's hand. So Rosie, drops that hint so Remy can hear that she needs a size 11 ring. Then she opens more packages. She got, I think it was a straightener or something. She barely showed it. Then she shows this blow dryer, and of course she's tapping on it with her fake nails, driving everyone nuts. She says, and she acknowledges a lot of people don't like that, but as long as she's got her press-on nails, she's going to do it. And a lot of people, they do that. She got a duffel bag in this same package. A duffel bag, she doesn't leave her house. I'm confused. She claims she's got agoraphobia, afraid of leaving her house. So someone gives her a duffel bag. But she's not sure if she was ever technically diagnosed with agoraphobia. They also give her some pepper spray, and she says, that will make it easier for her to leave her house because she'll feel safer. She admittedly just told us when she went to get this P.O. box, that was the first time she had left her house in like 3 months. Basically, since she went to Texas to visit Remy. But she needs a duffel bag. Make that make sense. And then she got a hard notebook, and she really needed that. And it was bigger than she thought it would be. And she got some ink pens. Then she thanks someone for sending her the Zelle. So someone sent her a Zelle, sent her money during all this, sees everything she's getting, and says, hey, let me send Rosie some money. I don't understand it. Then she starts fake crying over this next thing. It's from another crystal place. It's a small business. And they write this note about her being such a delight. And this and that. She's fake crying. And then whatever she pulls out of the box, immediately the tears start. Oh, this is nice. This is so generous. So you could tell it was completely performative. There was no real tears. Then she says she gets the next box. It's from one of her friends, supposedly. And this has a bunch of snacks and an iPad mini. I don't know how much those go for, but I don't think that they're cheap. I'm sure it was, at least $100, right? I don't know. I can't tell you. Then she ends up making 3 pizzas. 3 pizzas. She's trying to open a cupboard, pops off one of her nails, her press-on nails, and she's acting all performative and acting like a baby, putting out her bottom lip as she popped this nail off. Then someone in the chat puts their Cash App, and Rosie just goes off. That's inappropriate. I'm sorry you're struggling, but that's inappropriate. No self-promotion here. That's inappropriate. Because, sure, she's afraid they were going to get $1 that she wasn't going to get. Now her pizzas are done. So here comes the feeder content. She's stringing this cheese on the pizzas like this. She's slapping the counter. She's pumping her arms like this over pizza, y'all. Some pizzas she made. But she doesn't make feeder content. And she's doing the Amberlynn ring. I mean, I am not kidding. She's slapping her legs. She's slapping the counter. It was ridiculous. Those pizzas, there's no way that they were that good. She starts clapping her hands. It was ridiculous. And she doesn't make feeder content. But who really takes a bite of a pizza, lets this cheese string out for a mile, hits slapping their counter, clapping their hands, pumping their fist? Who really does that over food? But she doesn't make feeder content. So, yeah. Rosie's wish list is still up, though, if you all want to send her anything. Let me know your thoughts on all this craziness, drama.